Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all see me? Can y'all see me? Can y'all see me? Can y'all see me? Good evening, everyone, and welcome in. This is my second live. My name is Jeannie. Kitty Mom Crochet, I think you were the first one here. You was. Welcome in, Michael. Crocheting in Mama's Free Time. Welcome in. Brenda, the newbie crocheter. Welcome in. DJ Starman 69 Slot. Watching from San Antonio, Texas. Sounds good over here. Good. I actually have 3 trucks out in Texas. I don't like sending trucks to Texas because freight is not so friendly for them. It's a little distorted, but yes. Am I clear now, Brenda? Okay. I'm still new to this live thing, so I got to get used to all of the bells and whistles and dings and dongs that go along with it. What's the weather like where everyone's at? It's still real windy and not quite as cold today as it has been, but it's been pretty darn cold here in Alabama. Is there a lag or anything? What is everybody working on? Windy and cold where you are, Brenda? Yeah. Not the quality of the feed is not the best. I'm doing it from my computer. Might have should have did it from my phone. Let me try something. Oh, I got a little dark there. If y'all lose me, I will be back. Very cold and white. Where are you at, Kitty Mom Crochet? Hey, sweet tea. Brenda and Teresa, are y'all still moderators? You like my yarn stash is bigger than yours. Yeah, my husband doesn't like mine that all much. Am I better on clarity now? Hey, Teresa Patton, Sweet Tea. Okay, good, because I got one of those AT&T internet card things that you plug into your computer in and got off of Wi-Fi. Okay. We're where we are, we're in the country. We cannot get any other type of internet service except for AT&T. And we have DSL, but it's really, really sorry. And our power company is going to be providing fiber optic internet to all of the rural areas that they service. So we're expecting to get that sometime this year, which I will be excited for because I'm going to get the highest package they got, and I will still only pay half of what I'm paying for AT&T. So hey Donna, welcome in. We're going to it will improve as soon as they get everything done, because with the fiber optic we won't share internet with anyone at all. Our internet will be our internet. So we was gonna bring the office back out here by the house, and I called AT&T to get them to bring the phone lines here back here, and they said they couldn't do that. They're no longer providing DSL here, only landline, and our only other option was to get fiber optic through them, but it would cost us $550 a month for AT&T fiber optic internet. And then I said no thank you, because we have 3 phone lines. I joined the crochet along that Pamela with Pamela's Adorn Crochet is doing, where you're making the towel toppers for each month for each season, and then you gift them at the end of the year as a Christmas gift to someone. So I've been making those. I made this one, and this is actually a flour sack dish towel. It's really thin. I got it from Dollar Tree. But I said I was going to try it with the flour sack, and it actually worked up really good. I chose to go with gray and a red button. And it says roll with it. 22 years of dial. Yeah, we used to have dial up too, and if you was on the phone, you couldn't be on the internet. And if someone was on the internet and you picked the phone up, all you heard was sound like a bunch of bracket coming through the phone line. And this was the back part. It's not double printed, but I said it would still go, so I did it in red. And then I had made this one already for Valentine's Day. I was going to say Halloween. And I did it in red. And all this is the Premier. This is the Premier Anti-Pilling Everyday in really red. And this is the Dollar Tree yarn, Premier Just Yarn Worsted in gray. Or Stormy. And as I promised y'all, now this is not the one that I actually finished, because I gave it away, but I started on another one. I ran out of the burgundy yarn, the burgundy black and gray virus blanket, but this one is still huge. It's folded. Let me see if I can, like that. And I waited so long before I tried to get some more of the yarn. Now I don't remember what I used. So I'm going to have to let this be it. But it can still fit at the foot of my bed. So that is that. And then in that same tote that I got that out of, I found some other things that I had made. And I thought I would share those with y'all as well. This is just a little pineapple doily. I got it upside down, don't I? Thank you, Tucker's mom, and welcome in. Welcome in, Priscilla with Distinctive Crochet. How are you tonight? I told you I crochet with the little yarn. This was the little thread my mama got us in. I need to sew in. My mom used to crochet with this all the time. And that's what, and my other one of my grandmothers did, not the one who taught me, but my other grandmother. And when I was down at one of my son's baby showers, my sister gave me some that was mama's. And I did not, this one is in bad shape. It's got some pieces coming apart, so I'm not using them, but I am keeping them. And I want to starch them and get them back stiff, so that will help preserve them some. But that was one. This is one that she made. Nothing wrong with these, except for this one has a stain on it. I don't know. They were packed up in a trunk. And then this one, and it has a stain on it as well. But my mom made all of these. And this one. I said I was going to sit down one day and look at them and duplicate them. And this one is really, really lacy. And it's got a bad spot right there. And this one was a table runner that she made. And it's just a bunch of little small motifs put together. This requires a lot of patience, but it's in bad shape too. Some of the motifs have come disconnected from each other, and some of the middles are missing. But I hold on to them and I keep them. I wouldn't dare let them go anywhere. I don't care how stained up or damaged they are. I'm not actually going to sell that blanket. The first one I made, and it seemed like it took me forever to make it, I ended up gifting it. And I wanted one for my bed. So I started making that, and then I ran out of yarn. And I put it to the side, and I forgot what kind of yarn I was crocheting with. So I don't know. Welcome in, Cat Lover. How are you tonight? So then I found this, and I know this is made with Karen cakes. And I don't know what in the world this is. I don't know where this come from. I don't know whose design this is, because I know it's not mine. And if it is, Lord knows, I don't know what it is. But this. And if it's familiar to anyone and anyone knows where this might have came from off of YouTube, because if I got it from anywhere, it came from YouTube. Because I would like to finish it. I don't know. Y'all know how you start projects, you put them down and you just forget all about them. But I got to here and I stopped. And I think it's a cool. And Lord, I don't even know where it started from. Had to start in the middle. Yeah, because there's the beginning of it right there. So, I don't know. But if this looks familiar, No, it's not a traditional granny square blanket because a granny square is just worked in the round. This is like it's worked in like a corner to corner lattice type style. I don't know. I was shocked when I pulled it out of the tote. I'm like, what in the world is that? I try to save all my videos that I like, so I might go back in under my videos and see if I can find it. Then I made this, and this is, I want to say, made with the Karen Cotton cakes. It's a and again I got it upside down, don't I? A pineapple table runner, and it is kind of long. I think it was done as a scarf, but I turned it into a table runner. And it's done in the Karen Cotton cakes. And I did not color control, because you can see right here where the color changed from white to gray. I don't know how to get that chat off of the screen. If anybody knows how, y'all tell me. Right, Donna, it looks like a some kind of corner to corner lattice type thing. That's the pineapple. Now, if I got this from anybody, I don't know if I got this out of a book or not, but if I got this from anybody, it was Craig from Fiber Spider. He does a whole lot of projects with pineapples. I think he's even got a crocheted hat that he did with pineapples. And if I'm not mistaken, Sweet Tea, didn't you make that hat that he has? Somebody made that hat. Now, this is one that I made, and it has been starched, so it's stiff. And this is a pineapple doily, and I can't remember the guy's name that I watched, but he's on YouTube. He hasn't had any videos out in a long time, but it has a lot of detail. And this was done using size 10. No, size 5. Yeah, the bigger the number, the smaller the thread. Size 5. So mine came out a little bit bigger than his did because he used a size 10. But I wanted mine bigger because I set it in the middle of my table and put a nice candle in the middle of it. So, and it's brown, yellow, and turquoise. And honestly, it took me, because I work consistently on this because of the constant changing in the pattern, I didn't get bored. So it took me about a week to make it. And then I dipped it in just regular, the liquid starch. So I haven't done a whole lot of crocheting because there we go. When I was sick, I kind of got behind on my paperwork. So I had to get all that caught up, and then every quarter we have to file our IFTA taxes, and I have to go through and get all of the mileage and all of the fuel of every truck, and then I have to file it online. Welcome in Crochet Every Day with Judy. Thank you for coming by. Thank you, Kitty Mom. And I had to have it done by January 31st. Then the 1099s and W-2s had to be done by yesterday. So I brought everything here at the house because I've pretty much been working here from home. So, got everything done so now I can get to crocheting. And I actually started, I've got a lot started, but I've been wanting a poncho. I've never made one. And this is the poncho by Ms. Lopez, Soto Lopez. I can't think of what her first name is. I'm terrible at, aren't I? But, and if y'all wondering why I got these little, I'm changing it up. She just went around with all of the chain 7s, and I wanted to add, she also at the bottom added the shell stitch, and I wanted to add some of the shell stitch at the top of mine, which would indicate the front of it. So that's what I'm working on now. And I am using Karen Skinny Cakes in Frosted Mint Armenta Delgada. And those are the color. And that's showing pretty true to color. I was surprised, because normally my webcam don't. I normally record everything from my phone. So I'm working on that. I also joined the crochet-along. Lord, let me grab my phone so I can tell y'all these folks. She's doing a block a month. And this was the one for January. And she has not put the other one out yet. And I'm using the Karen 1 pound, and that's in sunflower. I have a lot of this, a lot of that yarn, so I'm planning on using it to make this. And the channel is all Crafts channel for the poncho, but I want her name. I know it's Soto Lopez. Yolanda Soto Lopez. That's right, Donna. That's her name. It sure is. And I also did I showed this last time. I'm doing that calendar crochet along with Setta's Place. But I showed this last week. This is the cow that I made for the month of January. And I also posted on my Instagram page. But I used Brenda the Newbie Crochet's new stitch she created, the Bren stitch. And I used my knit crate yarn for this. So I did make that. She came out with the February picture of the calendar, so I got to crochet something for that. And the other one, I forget every time you hit a like button, it goes to your like videos. Let me see if I can find it. And if anybody knows what I'm talking about, put it in the comment. I found her by watching someone else's channel. And it's called the Directional. every square that we make every month will have a different directional pattern to it. Crocheting with Alana. That's who it is. Crocheting with Alana. So I joined that one. Thank you, Brenda. And I don't think she has put, I'll leave her link down below if anybody wants to go and check it out. But I don't think she's put February's out. Look like she's got a crochet doll, crochet-along going on. Of course, she shows you how to block your squares and everything else on there too. And that's why this one is still all kind of curled up, because I didn't have blocking mats and stuff, but I have some now. So I got to block it. And I'm just waiting on her to put the next one out. And they're 12 by 12s, I think. Linda's Yarn Barn is who I saw post hers on Instagram. And I went and checked it out, and I liked that first block that she did. So just waiting on her to put the second block out for February. And then I'm still working on the Salvation Afghan that's being hosted by Kelly's Crochet Adventures. You do a color, and each color represents something out of the Bible. I'm actually enjoying that one. I've got, I think, 2 more panels to do, and then I'll be finished with it. So I try to do something quick when I'm busy. And I got to finish editing the 6 winners for the 1,000 subscriber giveaway, because when I was doing it, I kept getting phone calls. So I got a bunch of videos that I got to put together to make one. And I was working on that up until it was time for me to go live. Welcome in, Kay's Crochet Haven. Thank you for coming by. Is that homespun yarn in your yarn stash? Talking about right underneath the, I don't know how to point. Hold on, let me just turn around. Talking about right there? No, if that's what you're talking about, that is actually Premier Muir Woods and Aurora right there. The only homespun, Michael, that I have is what I received in my Annie's Crochet Kit Club. And then I ended up with 2 more. How did I get those 2? I was working on making the scarf for the pattern. Actually, I think Annie sent me 2 kits. Why, I have no idea. Mary Maxim sent me 2 last month, and I have no idea. I actually called them about that. I actually got someone that's in the chat's name on one of those. I'm going to send to her. Might send you both of them. Sweet tea, I'll tell you. I might send you both of my Mary Maxim kits that I got in the mail. But it ain't no might. I'm going to send them to you. And I really ain't a fan of homespun. Do you like homespun, Michael? It's cheaper at Joann's than I went to Michael's, and they had a sale on their well, they had a sale on these. They were $3.99, marked down from $9.99. But they also had a sale on their marble cakes for $3.99. And this is in French vanilla. And they only had two. I got those two. And then this is in cookies and cream. So I got those two. But I said those would look good together as a contrast. French vanilla and cookies and cream. Goes good to me. And this one is really, really soft. It's like a lot softer than this one. They're both soft. They're both a 4 weight, and they got 404 yards in each one. And that was it. And I know everybody's been putting videos out about Ollie's having yarn. Last time I went in Ollie's, they had some line brand fun yarn, something I've never ever heard of. Okay, Miss Judy, we'll see you later. Thank you for stopping by. That never heard of, and it was kind of rough. And then they had some other yarn that I just didn't want. So I hadn't been to Ollie's. I might need to go though, because some of the yarn that I've seen on the other videos is Red Heart with Love metallic, so you know it sparkles. And then I apologize, y'all. Ever since I've been sick, my throat gets scratchy when I talk. The Red Heart yarn metallic, so it sparkles. So I might need to go check them out. But my closest one is in Prattville, and that's 35 miles away. So I try not to. I only go to them when I get an opportunity, when I have to go over there. So you making a baby granny square blanket with homespun right now? What colors are you using, Sweet Tea? Okay, Donna, I'll talk to you later. Welcome into Mars De Leon. You can also order from Dollar Tree just some regular 4-weight. Now, my Dollar Tree has not always had the yarn that everybody else has been getting, but they are they're starting to carry more. And when I went in there the other day, they had some new colors of the Premier Just Worsted. It's Premier Just Yarn Worsted, and they had it in Aran. And I have not Biba Designs, I don't think I spoke to you. Welcome in, and thank you for stopping by. So I picked up some of the colors that I didn't have, and that's I'm starting to use it with my crochet towel toppers, because it does really good, and it's really some good yarn. I have not got a hold to the Premier Flowers yarn that everybody's showing, that I really want to get some of. So Kay's Crochet Heaven, I think you've been here for a while, but if I missed anybody, hello everybody. Thank y'all for coming in. Thank y'all for stopping by. And I got some of their mints, a couple of their blues, some greens, some beige, and some white, and some more of their yellow. Yeah, I like it. It's real good. And I did get some of their chunky. I think I did pick up some of their Aran. So I'm gonna keep an eye because they have redone their cross section in my Dollar Tree, and where they had the 2 boxes of the Premier Just Yarn. They had a whole shelf above it. Yeah, they do have the cotton too. I did get a lot of the cotton. My local Dollar Tree didn't have any of the cotton. No, they just had the Welcome in, Crochet Nana, aka Michelle. How are you tonight? The color is Nursery. Sweet Tea, if I have that in that I got in those kits, I'll send that to you too. 'Cause I don't like it. Welcome in, Sherry, addicted to my crochet in Montgomery. How are you tonight? Good to see y'all. If not, it might go with it. It might go with it. Welcome in, Angels, Dragonfly, Crochet and Things. How are you tonight? I'm doing good, a lot better than I have been for the past, seems like a month, but it's been about 3 weeks. I'm doing a lot better. I'm still not 100%, but I'm pushing through. Trying to anyway. Trying to survive. I think next week I'm gonna stream this from my phone and see if the quality comes in any better. Am I okay on y'all's end, or am I still in and out? Hubby brought you your favorite ice cream, so it's getting better. Well, that's good. I had a busy day, and then, like I said earlier, I have 3 trucks in Texas. One was way out in Lubbock. Trying to find him a load out there was like finding a needle in a darn haystack. And my husband was in Fort Worth, and one of our other drivers was in Sulphur Springs, Texas, and then I got one in Wilkesboro, North Carolina. So I got my driver load that unloaded in Sulphur Springs to pick up in the morning. Then at the close of business, I get an email that the shipper we was notified by the shipper that the load would not load till 1 p.m. and they added extra stop to it. And they only wanted to add $50 more to it. Trucks don't run for free, and trucks don't sit for free. And when they running, they burn a gallon of fuel every hour. And my drivers can run their trucks when it's cold and when it's hot, anytime. I don't care. Don't cut your truck off trying to save fuel. I'd rather you be comfortable than to save $1 or $2. Love to be able to, but nah, you're not finna sleep in the cold and you're not finna sleep in the heat. I'm sorry. I don't expect you to. And then it's yesterday was a bad day because my hot water wouldn't get hot. But we have a tankless water heater, and it's on the outside of our house because it's gas. And I really and truthfully think the wind prevented the pilot from staying lit. I honestly do. So if y'all want to know anything about me, for those that are new, just coming by and checking me out, feel free to ask questions. I'm an open book. So that kind of fired me up this afternoon when they changed the load up and only wanted to give $50 more. But I got them up. So this around I'm drinking green tea half and half tea, half lemonade. And this is the Cool Z Cozy pattern that some of y'all are going to be receiving. I know who it is, but y'all will know tonight who this is that y'all be receiving in the giveaways. You're going to receive a cake of the yarn. One is in this color and then two is in another color. And you'll also receive a copy of the pattern. Welcome in, Ricola. Crystal with Ricola's Crochet Corner. How are you? Brenda, Chastity is still not 100% either, but she's gone to the doctor. She does not have lupus. She does not have rheumatoid arthritis, so that is fine. He did find out that she had a heart murmur and possibly a hole in her heart. But when he had the echo done and he got those results, they did not see a hole in her heart. And he said her murmur was so minimum that it wasn't anything to worry with right now. So they got her on some medication to kind of help regulate her heart because she's still having these fainting spells and chest pains when she has that, and her heart will race. So they put her on some medication to try to control that, and it's helping. But I think a lot of it is her worrying. The fear of the unknown is the worst thing for any of us. Crystal Catnap, don't, tankless is the way to go because, baby, let me tell you, my father-in-law passed away in 2004. His wife, which became his widow, had the right to live in the house. She had life estate in the house. Once she moved, we remodeled the house completely. And we have 6 kids and 2 adults. We had 8 in the house. And we went with the tankless water heater from the beginning, but we went with electric. However, the people who installed it, instead of them installing it in our cabinet inside the house, they installed it on the outside. Well, it didn't last long because it froze. And we decided to go with a gas one. And you have hot water all of the time. You never run out of hot water because it only heats up when you turn the hot water on. And as long as you have the hot water on, you will have hot water. And we literally buy gas because that's the only thing gas in my house is that, and we buy gas once a year. Right now, and when we had all the kids here, we only bought gas twice a year, and that was 100 gallons at each time because we have to use propane because we're in the country. So I don't recommend doing the electric unless it's the one made to go inside the house out of the weather elements. The one we had electric was good. It just wasn't made for outside. So we never run out of hot water. And what I like about it is I can run hot water in the kitchen. Someone can be in the shower and it does not affect the heat of the water temperature. Ice cream always seems to fix everything, don't it? But yeah, I recommend them. They save a lot of space. And and you never run out of hot water. But yeah, Brenda, going back to Chastity, she got her lab results in today, and she texted me and asked me, could I log into her patient site and look at her labs and see if everything was okay. And I called her and I logged in on it and went over everything with her. All her labs are normal, which is a blessing. We just got to find out. You doing a crocheting socks for a test? Welcome in, Christy. Thank you so much for stopping by. So, on the winners, I know one is outside of the United States. So they'll get a gift card. Once I get everybody else's information, once the video goes out and I get everybody else's information, and if there's a couple of more that's outside the United States or Canada, I'm going to pick some more winners. So, because what I got together to give away, I want to give away. I just can only mail right now to the United States. And I saw where somebody said they went to mail a package, and it cost them $31 for, I think it was 9 pounds and 14 by 14. Whew. They're killing us. But I found that it's cheaper to put it in a box that is not the what is it that the United States Postal Service does, the priority shipping boxes. It's cheaper just put it in a regular box and take it down there and let them weigh it and measure your box and stuff. It's actually cheaper because that priority has a set price, even though it goes up to 70 pounds. What are you working on, Michael? Your water heater is under your house. Is it in a basement or? Crystal, is your water heater in a basement? Now, of course, y'all, we got, no, the giveaway's ended. But I'm going to be having some more, Michael. So just make sure you're subscribed to me and everything, and you got your bell turned on so you'll. Yeah, Brenda, it is. It's very overwhelming because you don't know why it's happening. No, they still don't know. And they've done all kind of tests on her. They've done EKGs. And every EKG she has done comes back normal. All right, Kitty Mom Crochet. See you next time. Thank you for coming by. You working on a beanie? Okay. Oh, okay. Well, that tankless water heater could go on the side of the house up underneath the back of the house. But about your septic tank. Well, let me finish about my daughter. That's the problem. The fear of the unknown. Not sure what's going on. They don't know. She's had EKG done. She's had a ultrasound done of her heart. She's had an echocardiogram done. The only thing she has not had done is the dye test, where they go in through the main artery of the right leg and insert the balloon to make sure you don't have any kind of blockage or anything. But every EKG that she has had has been abnormal. And I'm concerned because heart conditions run in our family. So, yeah. Hopefully they'll find out soon. She's actually thinking about coming. She's in Mobile. She's thinking about coming to Birmingham and go to UAB. And see if she can see a specialist up there and find out what's going on. Sometimes we have to do what we got to do, don't we? But back to your septic tank, Crystal. My dad was a plumber. Doggone, nearly missed you, Jeannie, honey. Hey, Granny D with Knit Pearl and Squirrel. You see my little squirrel back there for the Squirrel Squad. Welcome in, Stacy, with Uniquely Yours Crochet. How are you tonight? But he said if you have to clean a septic tank out, then your field line, which is the lines that run from your septic tank into your yard that drains the water off, is stopped up. That you should never have to drain a septic tank. And to use some of that Rid-X in your commode once a month. Just pour some of it's like a powdery substance. I think they sell it in a liquid form now. And pour some of that into your commode once a month and flush it. And what it does is it eats up the waste. I know when we first moved in this house, we started to have sewage back up in our tub, and I called our local plumbing company here, and they came out and they drained the septic tank. And of course, you would think they would tell you that your field lines is probably stopped up, but you know, they getting paid either way it goes, so they really don't care. You'll figure it out and they'll be back, right? Well, that's exactly what happened. We ended up getting a lot of rain. The tank filled back up. We had to call them out again. But before I did, I talked to my daddy, and he told me that. And that's what was wrong. Our field lines was stopped up because the septic tank had been put down back in 1985. And this was probably 2011. So it'd been down a while. So we had the field lines replaced, and we have not had that problem since then. And he also swears by she was probably asleep, Sweet Tea. She was probably nodding. She was probably taking a nap. But he swears that Charmin, Angel Soft, all those tissues like that is horrible for septic systems. That you need to use like the Scots. And of course, he worked as a plumber all his life, so I listened to him. So Scots is all we use in my house. And when I go to my sister, she didn't listen. She uses Charmin and Angel Soft, and I'm like, ooh, I get some soft tissue for a change. Yes. So yeah, but have them check your field lines too, Crystal, and make sure that they're not stopped up. Because he said once it gets so full and the water's no longer draining off, that allows the waste to go into your field lines, which is just plastic pipes with small holes in them that absorbs the wastewater off. And welcome in, Wendy Bell. Thank you for stopping by. How are you doing tonight? Well, Granny D, you missed all the crochet stuff. We just chatting now. I showed them some stuff that I had made a long time ago. One thing that I don't even have a clue what the name of it is or none of that stuff. So that's how long ago it's been. Because I would start crocheting for a while. Then things would get hectic and I'd just box everything up and lose your crojo. Well, my point wasn't I never lost my crojo. I just, life happened and I had to give up something. So I gave up the crochet in order to do the life stuff. So yeah, y'all have to watch the replay. But it's okay. I'm glad y'all here, even though y'all late. It's, hey, better to be here than better to be late than not at all. I'm always late to yours too, Granny D, so don't shoot me. When you come on, usually it's 4 o'clock my time. Usually I'm starting to wind down at the office and I got time to sit there and watch you, chat with folks, and stuff like that. But since I got sick and I'm having to play catch up, which I'm caught up now. Welcome in, Estella Lance. How are you tonight? Thank you for stopping by. I just have not had the time. I do come on, speak to everybody. I listen, but I miss the chatting part with everybody. That's how you get to know everybody. So, yep. You got to chat to get to know folks, right? I'm glad you found my live too, Wendy. Thank you for coming in. Estella Lance, I'm lagging a little bit, so I'm trying to speak to everybody, but if I missed you, I do apologize. Welcome in and thank you for stopping by. But yeah, it's been cold here. More cold. I'd rather be up north where they're getting all the snow than down here in Alabama with all this wind. It was 40 some degrees yesterday, but with the wind it was 32. Felt like 32. And that's cold for us because we got wet cold. It's okay, Wendy. I'm just starting doing lives. But my schedule is every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time because I'm in Alabama. Yep. Then Monday. Was that Monday? No. Whoo, see y'all, I've had so much going on. Thursday or Friday. I cannot remember the day. Our daughter calls and asked, I don't know what any of us would do without sweet tea, Granny D. But my daughter called my husband and asked him, did we hear about his first cousin passing away? And he told her no. He was outside in the shop working on one of the trucks, so he called me on the office phone and said, you know anything about Randy passing away? And I said, no. And he said, well, Kanisha just called me and said that it's Stephanie posted on Facebook. So I went on Facebook and looked it up, and true enough, she had posted. He was 55 years old. He passed away from a heart attack, and his funeral is Saturday on the 6th. So we got that to go to. So I got a busy week. I got to go to Tuscaloosa Friday, get my car service. And so you're in North Dakota and you in Tennessee. No, I believe we're about 190 something miles from the Tennessee line. I'm south of Birmingham. About 90 miles south of Birmingham. Yeah, it was I'm not going to say it was unexpected because he had been sick. If you have your dinker turned up, Granny D. So we got that. They're having it in it can only be 60 people. And the place that they're having the funeral at will sit 30 people. So based on the CDC guidelines and everything else, only 60 people will be allowed in order to do the social distancing. So it won't be that many people there. Of course, I'm going to have 2 masks on. I saw somewhere where they're recommending that you wear 2 masks instead of 1. But I did get some of the KN95 masks, so that's what we're going to wear. Christy Turley, you're in Alabama too? You're in South Alabama, right? Welcome in, Karen. Thank you for coming by. Pizza sounds good. I actually had Zaxby's. They have that General Tso chicken, boneless chicken meal, and I like that General Tso season sauce. So I ate Zax. Gave the fries and the bread to my dog. Opelika is not very far from me, Granny D. It's probably about maybe 60, 70 miles, 80 at the most. Oxford, Alabama. I'm familiar with Oxford because of us running trucks and everything. I don't think I've ever been to Oxford. You stopped in Opelika. Opelika, Alabama, up there off of Interstate 85, coming out of Georgia. Yep. Now I'm 189 miles from Atlanta. I'm quite close to quite a few of our crochet sisters on YouTube. Miss Karen, a Yarn Addict with Karen, and Veronica, Stills the Show Crochet. I get her and Brenda mixed up. Brenda, you in Florida, right? You live in Atlanta, Stella? I mean, because then there's some close here in Alabama. Sweet Tea, help me out. Christy. Cindy is in Pinson, Alabama, which is just north of Birmingham. And there's one west of Tuscaloosa. Also. You pray to be on a plane, Grandy? You sound like me. I think since my eyesight, while you live in New Mexico, well, my driver wasn't too far from New Mexico because he was out there in Lubbock, Texas. And that's almost at the Mexico border, New Mexico border. What about Wadowee or Roanoke? Now, Roanoke, yes, I'm very familiar with them, and Wadowee. We deliver to Wadowee all the time. It's a bush hog dealer there in Wadowee that my drivers deliver to. And Roanoke, the nursing home I used to work at in Hameville, Alabama, the Mr. Ball that owns the nursing home that's in Roanoke too. So I'm familiar with those two places. Right. Cindy Hart's Crochet is in Bama too. Right. And if I'm not mistaken, she's the one that's in Pinson, Alabama. And then we got one that's west of Tuscaloosa, like going toward Mississippi. I can't remember what her name is. I follow her. I watch her videos, but I'm bad with names, y'all. I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, I'm familiar with Cookville too, Crystal. We try to stay out from around that area, Tennessee, because it's too hilly and dangerous for big trucks. Yes, it's Huddleston's that we deliver to, Chrissy. It sure is. Yeah, Cindy's in Pinson, Alabama. So I would love to be able to one day to meet up with a bunch of y'all. I don't mind driving. It just takes me a little longer to get there. I can't hold my bladder like I used to. And you would think, I guess because Tracy, yep, with I love Loopy Crochet and Treasures. That's exactly. Kay's Crochet Haven, you're in Alabama as well. See, look at all the Alabama folks in here tonight. They live right down the road from you. Yes. Welcome in, Sandrine. Sandrine, I will be up there in Tuscaloosa Friday. My appointment is at 2. I'm actually planning on leaving here probably about 12. Because I come up 5 to 82. She'll know what I'm talking about. And I will where do you want to meet at? Let me know now. Where you want to meet at the Hyundai place, or you want to meet somewhere else before the Hyundai place? Because the Hyundai, I'm going to the almost the end of Skyland Boulevard. Granny D, it's been terrible windy here too. Sunday night, that wind was blowing so hard, it was, I really and truthfully thought it was a storm outside, but it was just the wind. And it's been blowing so hard that it's been like sucking my doors. And my back door, you have to come in on the come through the utility room to get to it. And my front door's got a glass screen door up on it. Welcome in, Sarah's little corner of the crochet world. How are you tonight? Okay. Well, I tell you what, send me your phone number on Instagram so I can put it in my phone, and I will let you know when I turn on Skyland Boulevard. Wait a minute. It buckled the roof of your oh, wow, Grandy, now. Hey, Dana, how are you? Welcome in. Welcome in. When we lived in our mobile home and we was getting threatened with tornadoes and stuff, me and all 6 of them little kids would be right on across this yard over here to my father-in-law's house. I'm waiting on my daughter to come. She's supposed to come this weekend. She's my hairdresser. She's a cosmetologist, and she does my hair. She does my nails. She does it all. And I am waiting on her to come to do something with mine and put some color back into it, because I don't look right with dark hair. Never had dark hair, and the only thing I have done was lighten it. You could always go to your big bro's house. Yeah. I was, and then we moved in a double wide. We bought us a double wide. And the hurricane, what was it? Hurricane Ivan came up through here. My husband was on the road. And we had not had the double wide very long, and it didn't have the underpinning around it because we were putting bricks on it, under it, bricking it in underneath. And me and my kids packed up and we went to Louisiana. And we stayed in Louisiana, and when we come back, we have no power. My husband had called himself building the kids of a playhouse out back, and it blew our pool, tore our pool up, tore our trampoline up. Of course, the hurricane that just came through here tore our trampoline up. It blew it into the pasture and twisted it. We actually think we had a tornado come through here. And it blew their little playhouse down. And we ended up running our generator and cooking on the grill for about a week. So didn't do any damage to our double wide though. But I grew up in a mobile home, and I know how dangerous they are when weather's bad. So what color are you going to get? What you talking about, Dana? Did I miss something? And Dana, we can start sending off our granny squares now, right? And I thought I was the only one that gets the sniffles when I start doing a video or anything, but I've been listening to other people's videos and I noticed they sniffle. I said, oh, good, I'm not the only one. I told you I pay attention. Welcome in, Miss Lynn Como. Thank you for stopping by and joining me here in my little crochet corner. Well, I don't call it mine, it's ours, because I wish every last one of y'all could fit in here with me and we could just sit around and talk and crochet and drink tea, coffee, whatever you drink. I'm not a drinker. I don't drink alcohol. I drink my green teas and I drink my coffee and my water. Yep. But yeah, I'm scared of mobile homes when it's bad weather. Oh, it's gonna be it's just gonna have some blonde highlights in it. She does the foil wraps. I know, Wendy. I wish, which now our shop has an upstairs room that is empty and not being occupied, and it would hold probably 30 of us. Hot chocolate with double espresso shots. That sounds good, Sarah. Now, I love those mocha frappes from McDonald's, but them calories and everything in it don't love me. So I had to give them up because I'm trying to do better and eat healthier. Yeah, Granny D, it is. It's nice this way too because this is a way that we can still get to know each other and chit chat and feel like I always feel like I'm in y'all's home whenever y'all do a live and stuff. Or when I watch a video, I'm sitting right there beside you. I would love to come to your house, Granny D, and just be amongst all the squirrel squads. And I miss North Carolina. Asheville was beautiful. And I love the fall of the year when all of the leaves and stuff started changing. It's on a strap down permanent foundation. Yeah. Well, now they make you build it up. Even if your land does not hold water, they make you build have some rocks and gravel, rocks and dirt brought in to set it on before they bring it out. Yeah, I like Starbucks too, but we don't have one here. You getting food, Chandrine? What you eating? I had Zaxby's. Sometimes we have to treat ourselves. We do. Now, I did last week. I went to McDonald's and I got the small mocha frappe, and it was good. It was really good. Yeah, you're right, Grandy. Especially in autumn, they are beautiful. Hey, Brother Joe. Lord, you up in here, huh? Chick-fil-A. I do not like Chick-fil-A. I thought about cooking me I like the white sweet potatoes, and I thought about baking me a white sweet potato and eating that for supper, but I'll save that for tomorrow. Only reason why I had ate so early is because I knew I had this live to do, and then I've been working from home, but I got 6 cats at the office. Thank you, Dana. I try. It's a little junky. I got some stuff in here that I want to get out. But I don't have nowhere else to put it right now. I need to clean my shed out. I got a big cedar rope chest in here that the trailer that we bought for our office, which is an office trailer, if that makes sense. The guy that had it left the cedar robe in there for me. Of course, I wasn't gonna let him throw it away. It's a cedar robe. And I padded the top of it and covered it with material to make it like a sitting area. But my room is small. So I don't have a lot of room. And I really want to get it out, but guess what? It's full of yarn too. I'm terrible, y'all. My husband tells me all the time, I won't see no more yarn brought in this house. For long, you're going to need a whole nother house just to keep yarn in. And Joe and Granny D goes back and forth all the time. You seeded her too, Joe? That's okay, Miss Karen. We got some. I don't know if Michael's still in here or not, but he was from Mexico. Yep, Joe, I seen you bowling the other day. I told you I come in, I speak. I might not be chatting, but I'm watching. I love to bowl too. I used to bowl in a league when I was in Wyoming. I've only lived 1, 2, 3, 4 places. Louisiana's where I was born and raised. Then I moved to Wyoming, stayed up there for about 6 months. I didn't like it. Then I moved back to Louisiana, and then from Louisiana to Asheville. I stayed in Asheville for a couple of years. And moved back to Louisiana after my daughter was born. And and then I met my husband, and he was from Alabama, so I came to Alabama in 97, and I've been here ever since. What y'all talking about seeing some on Amazon cheap? Yeah, the last time we went bowling was probably 2000, when I bought my Hyundai. It was 2016. We went bowling for my husband's birthday. Hey, you sound like me, Sarah. I do the same thing. When he comes home off the road, he always stops at the door and he peeks in. And I tell him I hadn't bought nothing else. I just cleaned up. I rearranged. And a lot of times that's the only thing I do. I rearrange stuff. Green screens. On StreamYard, Dana, I'm gonna have to get with you and Brother Joe. You a Louisiana girl here? Kind of figured you was, Lynn Como with that last name. I actually know some Comos from where I'm originally from in Louisiana. That's how I know how to pronounce your name. That EAUX is O. Like Granny D, I have a ring light which I turned off to plug in my internet card because it plugs in by USB port. I have a floor lamp that has the daylight bulbs in it, which you know are brighter. And then I have one little table light that I have actually pointing to that little green thing y'all see right there. It's actually pointing to my stash back there. And then the wall light up there. That's all I have. I try to keep it tidy and neat and clean in here because I do like organization, but it don't always happen. And but I signed up for the StreamYard and it said something about green screen room where it had the house and all of that, but I don't know how to do all that. So I'm gonna have to get with you and Brother Joe and y'all school me. So I thought about buying a nice one, but I don't know. There's a certain Cajun accent I love but won't say because some Louisianans find it offensive. LL. Now I'm not from South Louisiana. I'm from North Louisiana, but I know just living in Louisiana that the EAUX is pronounced O. Just like there's a town down there called Thibodeau. THIBODEAUX. And the lady that I deal with where we load from every week, she was spelling it out. She said, I have no idea how to pronounce that. I said, it's pronounced Thibodeau. She said, but it's got EAUX on there. I said, I know, and that's how the EAUX is pronounced. It's Thibodeau. Now, my husband is delivering to a place that threw me for a loop. It's called Destrehan, Louisiana, which is a suburb of St. Rose, Louisiana. I hear those hot lights are good, Granny D. They expensive. I looked at them in not Joann's, Hobby Lobby. I don't hardly ever go to Joann's because it's too far. It's 60 miles from me. But I know you said yours was too, Granny D. Now, when my husband needs parts from Montgomery or somewhere like that, and he says, Jeannie, can you? Yeah, I can go. Because I'm going to make more than one stop. I'm not just going to the parts store. And I don't like going out by myself to those places like that. It's not. It's always better to have somebody with you. I'll just say that. Not that I've ever had anything happen, but I guess the lighting is different on them or something. I don't know. Ms. Lynn, is that pronounced Lafayette, Louisiana? Or is that supposed to be Lafayette? No, I don't. I don't understand why people get offended by accents because it is what it is. If you from down South Louisiana, you're going to have that accent like Troy and them off of Swamp People. So. Miss Lynn, if you live in Lafayette, if that's Lafayette, yeah, Lafayette. Now a lot of people call it Lafayette. There's a Lafayette, Tennessee that's spelled just like it, but now I've always known that to be called Lafayette. Lafayette. I do too, Dana. I love accents. Your cat ate the cord on your outlight before I got to use it. I don't know what I would have done. Yeah, True Blood, that's a good show to watch. I like watching NCIS New Orleans with Pride in them. Lafayette. But there is a Lafayette. They pronounce the part of Tennessee that's spelled just like Lafayette, Louisiana. They pronounce it Lafayette, Tennessee. Now Georgia's got some weird cities names in it too. I was finna say I be done cut it and put the wires together and put some black tape around it and plugged it in because them lights are high. Yep. If anybody is a moderator, and if you're not a moderator, y'all can drop links if y'all want to. I don't mind y'all sharing each other out and becoming family because that's what we do. If you don't have each other, make sure you check each other out. Yeah, Wendy, I would have been mad too. Crystal, don't they pronounce it Lafayette, Tennessee instead of Lafayette, Tennessee? I learned all these new city names and stuff, calling about loads and stuff, because I ask questions. Like Lizard Lick and Frog Pond. Now, Granny D, what was the name of that town out of North Carolina I saw a load going to? Was it Yarkinville? Yarkinville, North Carolina? It's up there around Winston-Salem. Yeah, Lafayette. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Lizard Lick and Frog Pond. Now, we've actually delivered to Lizard Lick or either loaded out of Lizard Lick. I remember that. I said, Lord, have mercy, Lizard Lick. What, did all the lizards lick everybody? Yeah, Yadkinville. That's the name of it, Granny D. Michigan has hail, LOL. And when I run across a city that I'm not familiar with, I actually go to it and look it up on the map so I'll be familiar with it. Like Bell Buckle, Tennessee, yeah. Had never heard of Hale, Michigan. Y'all do, Stacy? I know you're from Michigan. Cedartown, Georgia in the house. Angie Prescott, welcome in. Thank you for stopping by. And if you've been here, I missed you. I'm sorry. I apologize. We got one called Slap Out, Alabama, Bogachittum, Alabama. And there's another weird one. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all drop links. In Canada, we have a dildo Newfoundland. And see, I used to pronounce that Newfoundland. until I found out it's Newfoundland. You was lurking. Hey, that's okay. Lurk all you want to. Moved to North Dakota to work. We go to North Dakota every blue moon, and when we go, we make sure it's in the summertime. Right, Grandy. You live in Faith, North Carolina. We go through there quite a bit. I got one driver that loves North Carolina. I think he's got a couple of sweeties in North Carolina. Newfoundland. See? And the people call it Newfoundland. Newfoundland. Also, Bucksnort, Tennessee, and Nameless, Tennessee. Yeah, it's some weird cities out there. I wished I could come join that polar vortex because I hear it is beautiful. Bucksnort, Lord, right, Dana, Lord, have mercy. I wonder where they come up with these names at. It's crazy. And if I forget to tell y'all, who are the moderators, to drop people's links, drop your own link or whatever, y'all feel free to do that on all my lives, because that's what it's all about. Meeting new family, gaining new family, and becoming family. Like I like to say all the time, it's all about love, joy, and peace. Oh, y'all can have that polar vortex. 30 or 40 below. I wouldn't know what in the world to do. It got like that, though, when I was in Wyoming. Don't want no part of that. Rose Likes Crochet put on Facebook that when she went out to walk her dog one morning, it was 8 degrees, and she wanted to know what the temperature was where everybody else was at. And here at the time, it was in the 60s and 70s here in Alabama. Smithville. I know we go to Maysville, Tennessee, Marysville, Tennessee, which is on that side of Tennessee that we don't care to go to. We go to Cookeville quite a bit. Well, we hadn't this year yet. We deliver a lot of the potting soil to the Walmarts, Lowe's, and Home Depots. Potting soil, the mulch, the rocks, and all that stuff from Scott's and Sims Bark out of Vance, Brent, Alabama. And so we go to Cookeville, Nashville, Fayetteville, Marysville, Maysville. Go to a lot of those places in Tennessee. We a lot of times will reload out of McKenzie, Tennessee, coming back down to Selma. Right, count it all for joy. That's right. I tell people all the time, don't let nobody steal your joy, because, honey, they didn't give it to you when you woke up that morning. Only God gives you that. And Grandy, I agree with you. It's cold enough here too. Yeah, I saw where somebody put that Hobby Lobby was doing away with their 40% off coupon. Are they finna come out with a 50% off coupon? Probably a 20%. They raising the prices up on everything and taking away our savings. I'll wait on yarn to go on sale after I crochet some of this away. And Michael's had their Michael's and Prattville had their Karen anniversary cakes on clearance for $12.97. But I saw where some people were getting them for $1.50. I see where some people are doing the $5 grab bags again at Michael's. Yeah, I know you get used to it, Wendy, but the difference now, I don't mind the cold. Like my husband's family lives in Ohio. And when we would go up there and visit, the year his sister passed away, it was dead in the wintertime. It was a day, she went in the hospital day after Christmas and passed away the 1st of January. And when we went up there, it was snow and everything else. I was fine because the cold up there is dry. The cold down here is wet. And it's kind of the same way in North Carolina too, Granny D. And that wet cold compared to the dry cold is a big difference. Because if they come down here in the wintertime, and it's as cold as it was for the past couple of days, they would be freezing. And they don't like coming in the summer because they don't like our bugs. It's freezing here, Lord. I went on Smiley's Yarn and looked at what they had. They had some pretty good deals, especially on their baby yarn. I don't know. I don't check it every week. Do they change their yarn types every week? Yeah, it's windy everywhere. One of my drivers out in Texas said, if you give me a load, try to find me one that don't require tarping because it might just turn to a parachute and tote me off. I tried, but I couldn't. He's got a tarp. And that's one thing I try to do in the wintertime too, is find them loads that they... Smiley's Yarn is a yarn company online, Joe, that has discounted yarn. Their yarn starts out, sometimes I know last week when I looked at their yarn, they had some for 50-something cents a skein. And then it goes to 99 cents all the way down to $5.99. And I think $5.99 is the most expensive that they have. But the only thing is, they have a $12.95 standard shipping price. And you have to order at least $50 in order to place an order. You can have $49.98, and they're going to tell you need 2 more cents to make $50. Yeah, Dana, they had some really nice baby yarn on there. They had a lot of the other brands that you buy, like from We Crochet and different places like that. Yeah, we got some major bugs in the South. And it's like every other year we have a bad, I don't want to say an infestation of them, but in the morning times, if we have a lot of dew, you can see them. A whole bunch of crab spiders. Yeah, Yarn Art Yarn, Dana. That's the name of it. It's Smiley's with apostrophe. It's Smiley with apostrophe S Yarn. I can't remember. I was watching somebody's, the crotchety clogger, I think. I was watching one of her videos and she did an unboxing of their yarn. I'm like, Smiley's Yarn? Why I didn't know I had a yarn company? I wished I did have a yarn company. I actually thought about that because in our little town, the only place you have that you can even put your hands on any type of yarn is Walmart. And like I said in my last live, it's got their yarn aisle literally is from my mannequin over to the heart. That is it. Cicada killers will be the death of me. I run like a huge killer is after me every time I see one. Cicadas. Aren't those the bugs that attach to trees and leave their shell on the tree? Y'all call them cicadas. We call them locusts. Michael, I had Zaxby's, the General Tso boneless chicken. And I gave the fries and the bread to my dog. I just ate the chicken. I think that's what the scientific name for them are, cicadas. I used to love catching them. I like hearing them. I catch them, and I used to collect their shells growing up. Mm. Aberdeen's wool in Canada, and they have lots of brands and some decent prices. What I love is the flat rate shipping of $5 anywhere in North America. Wow. Aberdeen's wool. Let me write that down. Do they sell stuff on there, Granny D, besides wool yarn? Because I ain't too fond of wool. And I can't use alpaca. I think I showed this last time my live. Yep, this has 20% alpaca in it. This is the Yarn Bee Brushworks. And I have it in the olive, the red, and the gray charcoal. And I got some more back there in the other room. I'm probably going to end up doing a giveaway with it because I can't use alpaca. aberdeenswool.ca. See, that's why we need these channels and why we need these live, so we can talk about things and get to know I'm having ribs with fries and a salad. That sounds good, Michael. You love alpaca, Dana? And Dana, I got to get that box of actually I found a couple of more, so I got to put it in another box for you. Uh-oh, I hit my calculator. And I know I just didn't bend over in front of the camera. I am so sorry. I found another skein of the shawl in a ball and a shawl in a cake when I was cleaning up that back room. So I got to pop that box open and put it in a bigger box. But for you, this is one. It's showing more purple, but that's like this darker color here is like a turquoise. You can see it just a little bit right there. It's like a turquoise. This is called Lotus Blossom. And it's in a cake. So it'll be easier. It doesn't tangle up as bad. You can pull from the center. So there's an alpaca farm just outside town. I am so going to have to check them out. Yeah. I like the feel of alpaca, and it's really, really soft, but I can't. It irritates me. It makes me itch real bad. And I just sneeze the whole time I'm trying to crochet with it. And I wouldn't want to try to crochet something that I'm going to be giving to somebody and sneezing all over it. Yeah. So I got to pop your box open and put it in a bigger box because it's packed full, and add the other two to it. Yeah. It makes a really, really good drape when you crochet with it, and you use a bigger needle than is recommended. Dana, let me ask you a question. The ponchos that you wear all the time, is that your own design, or did you have a pattern? I usually do share mine, Crystal. I try to do unboxings because I have a lot of yarn, But believe it or not, I only paid a little or nothing for them because I'm a clearance shopper and I'm a sale shopper. Now, as far as I know, I can crochet with wool. I just don't like the feel of actual 100% wool, like that patterns. Mm-mm. So superwash merino, fine. Or wool and some other blend of yarn is fine. I just don't like the feel of it. That's why I did not like the feel of that ice yarn. And someone just shared their ice yarn haul of the Picasso in the rainbow color that I gave away. And I didn't like the feel of it. I didn't like the way it felt in my hand. So if I don't like the way it feels in my hand when I'm crocheting with it, I say I don't like it. But that's my opinion. What I like, you might not like. What I don't like, you might love it. Okay. I didn't know if it was one of hers or Yolanda Soto Lopez's, which I'm currently, y'all missed it because y'all was late coming in, but that's okay. Y'all here now. I'm actually making hers. Number 483. And Crystal with Bag of Day has some good patterns on there. And Dana, I'm still working on your one of your patterns. I got patterns over there. I don't know. You can tell me what the name of it is. It's the winter something. I think you called it the neck warmer scarf. But isn't it beautiful so far? And I'll tell you what yarn I'm using. It's so soft. And besides the Premier Everyday Anti-Pilling yarn, this would be the next best. Or some people, winter clusters, right. And I love how you did this. It's so unique and so different. Ice yarns, now they have some good yarns. I'm not going to say all of their yarn is bad, but the ones that I chose and bought, I wasn't too happy with them. I sent Granny D probably some of their softest yarns that they have. That alpaca yarn. It was so soft and so my colors, because I love autumn colors, and purple is my favorite color though, but I don't have a lot of purple in my stash. I'm using the Yarn Be Soft and Sleek, the low peel. And this is in gray stripe. So that's what I'm using on that. I wonder would that match Setta's calendar? No, because it's got a little purple in it. Okay, but back to what I was saying about ice yarns. They're priced good. The darn shipping is outrageous. I'm not fixing to pay double. If you order $150, you might pay $300 to get it. Krista with the Secret Yarnery, I don't think she orders his ice yarns. She can give you she has a video where she breaks down exactly how many pieces you can get for a certain price for shipping. So if you want to know what you can order within your budget, go watch Krista with the Secret Yarneries video, because she breaks it down. But as far as what you get from Ice Yarns, the price that you pay is good until you add the shipping to it. What is it? Hobium, that if you order $150 or more, you get free shipping, I think. Hobium or Hobby. I don't know. I think it's Hobium. You get free shipping after you order, when you have so much in your cart. So, and I love hitting Premier up when they have free shipping on $40 or more. Maybe $45, because normally it's $75. And I never can place an order with Hirschner's or Mary Maxim when they have their free shipping or their reduced shipping. I saw where somebody said Mary Maxim, I want to say, has $5 flat rate shipping right now going on. So I haven't had time to go on any yarn company sites and look to see what any of them have. Premier just came out with a new wool yarn. Let me see what the name of it is. I said I was going to order some. They got it's 100% wool, and then they got the super wash merino wool. And they also got it in worsted, DK, or maybe it was worsted and bulky. I'll tell you in just a minute. Now, there are some Premier yarns that I don't like, but all the ones I have in my stash that I have actually used, I love. The Premier Basics is just a 100% acrylic, and I love it. It is super soft. It's got a good, it's on the, I would say it's on the thicker side of a 4. Just teetering to that 5 weight. But it crochets up so beautiful. That yarn is called Stitch Please that Premier has now. And they got 100% wool worsted, and it's $6.99 a hank. They got 100% wool chunky, and it's a $5.99. And then they got the Stitch Please Superwash chunky, and it comes in a ball form for $8.99. And then the Stitch Please Superwash worsted for $8.99, and it comes in a ball form. That is 2 of their new yarns that they have now. I love their Muir Woods. I love their DK colors. Their Sweet Rose Sprinkles, just their regular Sweet Rose. I haven't tried the Coffee Shop yet. And their Spun Colors, I love it. It has wool in it. Yeah, I like finding free shipping codes too, Dana. I'm got that something on there that looks for coupons for me. Yeah, their flash sales are fabulous, especially that cotton that Premier does, because you can get 3 of their big, when they do it, it's 3 for $5, and they're normally $8.99 a piece. And that's what I look at too when I buy sell, because just like Hirschner's, for example. Good night, Brenda. Hugs back. Kirshner's has the packs that you can buy. And the price of the packs is only a few cents cheaper than if you buy them individually. I guess the only difference is if you buy 3, they come in a plastic bag, probably all 3 together, but some places don't even do that. Yeah, Yarny Crochet does sell ice yarns. You can buy just 1 or 2. You don't have to buy the 4 to 8 pack or 10 pack that Ice Yarn sells them in. They're priced okay, but they do offer free shipping. And I did order from them when Sandy with Left is Right Crochet mentioned them on her website. I went and checked them out, and I did order some of the cotton that they had. Let me get one and show you. I like to show you what you're getting if you order. I got one right here. This is what I ordered from the Yarn Nut. It's little. I'm gonna put it up to one of the ones from Hobby Lobby just so y'all can see. See, it's little. However, it is a 3-weight. And it's 50 grams and 140 meters, which is probably about 154 yards. And it's 100% cotton. And I would assume this is orange splash, since it's orange and got the white splashes in it. So reminds you of the, I would say orange stonewashed, because it reminds you of the stonewashed jeans that people used to wear back in the 80s and 70s. And yeah, I used to wear them. I used to love my stonewashed jeans. And they literally would wash those jeans with stones. So I did order this from the Yarn Nut store. I got it in a bunch of different other colors too. I just haven't done anything with it because they say a 3. I say a 2. I know this is 100% cotton, but this Skinny Cake is a 3. And it's a big difference in them. Of course, the cake is acrylic and this is cotton, so the cotton is probably wound up tighter, but it's very thin. I would say it's a 2 instead of a 3. Guess you could hold it together with some scrubby yarn and crochet some face scrubbies or some scrubbies for your kitchen. Which, speaking of, I got to make me another one, because while I was here working in my crochet corner, literally working and having to be surrounded by all this stuff and couldn't even crochet, y'all know that was detrimental, right? My husband did the cooking, and somehow or another my scrubby, I made a nice size one with just the complete scrubby yarn. Somehow or another it got full of grease. That way you don't let your husband's loose in the kitchen. So I just threw it away and I'll make another one. All right, Michael. The super soft cotton crystal is Hobby Lobby's. I love this cotton. I talked about this in my last live. And the Mainstays 100% cotton is identical to the I love this cotton on softness, feel, texture, Yarn weight, the only difference is the needle size on the label is different. Hobby Lobby recommends a 5.5 and Mainstays recommends a 5. But this is soft. It's not like your peaches and cream or your Crafter Secret cotton or sugar and cream. It's not like those. Lily sugar and cream. Buttery soft. Soft, soft, soft. So a lot of people say this is made for, this is the kind of cotton you use to make garments with, to wear, not make dishcloths or nothing like that with. But I have this color and this color right here is going to be made for my kitchen. I don't care what nobody says. It's 100% cotton, so it'll work, right? It's just a little fancier of a yarn. It's what it all boils down to, because of the softness and stuff of it. I don't know if Crystal did a comparison with those two of the Hobby Lobby, but I did. I got a video out there of the cotton review. I'll leave a link down below to the video, and it is working up on its comparison with the Hobby Lobby and the Mainstay cotton. Yep. If you want to make a cotton bed Afghan, I would recommend the Hobby Lobby. I love this cotton, or the Mainstay cotton. Now, in my cotton yarn review, I should just leave the link down below and have you go watch it. But I'll tell you this. If you catch Hobby Lobby when they're 30% off, this yarn is cheaper by the yard than the Mainstays at $2.97 at Walmart. In my cotton yarn review, I break all that down. What you pay per yard and everything, price comparison. I give you the price of it without it being 30% per yard, with the 30% off, and I also give you the Mainstays with the price with tax, and my tax is 10%. I know, I use it for kitchen towels and stuff too. Now, I use the Lily Sugar and Cream and the Crafter Secret cotton and stuff to make those pot holders. I like the stiffness that it gives them, and they're a lot, it seems to work up a lot thicker than this does, so I like using them for the pot holders. But yeah, I made swatches, used the recommended crochet hook size, talked about the difference in the sizes of the swatches and stuff like that, and everything in that yarn review. Thank you, Dane. I look, when I do a review, I want to, it's always, any yarn haul I do, any yarn review I do, it will always be an honest review. Of course, it will always be my opinion. But I will tell you what I think about it to the fullest of my honesty. I will not tell you that if Hobby Lobby wanted me to be a spokesperson for them for their yarn bee, and if it was something I didn't like about it, trust me, I'm gonna tell you what I don't like about it, why I don't like it. I don't care if they tell me not to do it. I'm not gonna mislead you in any kind of way. Yeah, Lily Sugar and Cream is good for baskets. It's good for bags. Now, I'll tell you, somebody else has got a good cotton yarn, but you can't, I have not seen it And that's what I like their kits, Annie's crochet kits that you get every month. They sent some cotton. It's just got an Annie's label on it. It says 100% cotton, got the yardage on there. And it's got the color. That is it. You can't find it on their website. I like their kits because they send you good yarn, but I would like to be able to buy it if I really like the yarn in the kits that you send. But you can't. Now, that cotton that they had in their kits was really good. I think I got one right here that I have not even opened up yet. I don't even know what it is. The Annie's Hook and Needle Kit Club. And it's for that heirloom lap gan. It's a number 2 fine. No, this is 60% cotton and 40% acrylic. But when I do this, if I like it, I won't be able to buy it again. I don't know about this. I mean, it's okay. I'll have to wait and work with it to see how it feels. It's tight, but now it's a lot in here. It's 495 yards in here, so that could be why it's not as soft. It depends on how tight they make their skeins and how much they put in one, depending on the softness that you're going to get. Because this is soft and squishy. But it's got a rough texture to it when you crochet with it. And Dana, this sparkles. It's got the metallic. I don't know if they call it the metallic Lorex in this or not. They refer to it as other fiber. 61% cotton, 34% acrylic, and 5% other fiber, which is the metallic Lorex that runs through it. I know, sparkle, 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 sparkle like a diamond. Shine bright. So this has a little roughness to it. It almost puts you in mind of mercerized cotton, but not quite as still. And because it does have acrylic in it. But I have not worked with it yet, and when I do, I'll let y'all know what I think about it. But the other cotton that I got was 100% cotton, and it was really, really soft. Right, they always say other fibers. I know, Elmo and Cookie Monster, I want to get those. I said the same thing, and if I bought them, they would sit back there on display. The roll with it sparkle, loving the colors. Yeah, that roll with it sparkle is good. The mandala sparkle is good. It has a lot of sparkle. And some yarn that I'm giving away that one of the 6 winners, or I may end up picking a couple of more depending on when I get the video out tonight and get everyone's addresses. I know one is from outside the United States, so that will be 1 gift card. But if I have multiple gift cards that I got to do, then I'm going to pick some more winners, so what I showed in the giveaway I can get out. So it might end up being 2 or 3 more winners picked, and it'll be in a separate video. But ice yarns, there's some ice yarns in there that has a lot of sparkle in it, and it's purple. I will get it. I'm gonna see, can I reach and get it so I don't bend over. And while I'm here, I'll show y'all. Oh, that's my goodies. Y'all can't see that. That's my surprises. I don't think I showed this, or may have shown it. I know someone's getting those 4 cakes of ice yarn. Sorry for the crinkling, y'all. If it comes in bags, I try to keep it in the bags to keep it from collecting dust. But this is the ice yarns that someone will be getting. And it has a lot of sparkle to it, but I'm going to tell you. This is the, well, let me show it to you and then I'll talk about it. Look at all that sparkle though. This is the Magic Glitz. This is in the stripes. They have a Magic Glitz cake. The cakes and the Magic Glitz, they match together. You get less striping effect with this than you do with the cake. So they coordinated this with the cakes. So if you wanted longer stripes, but say you want the border not to be done in such big stripes, then you would use this. The colors match. This has turquoise, purples, grays, white. However, most of the metallic Lorex that I have worked with of any kind of sparkle runs through the yarn, but it's still on the outside where you can see the sparkle good. This looks like it was literally wrapped around the yarn, and when you're crocheting with it, it will come apart. And it will get longer than your yarn. So, but I like the cakes part. I just didn't like how the Lorex would come apart, come away from the yarn. So, it's almost like if y'all have ever crocheted with this right here. The red heart is a route. Let me get it right. Lord have mercy. The rainbow. You know this is 4 little strands of thread put into a cake. And if your tension is not good when you're crocheting with this, then you will have a 1 strand, or if it gets hung, it might get like that. Well, that's what the Lorex does when you're crocheting with this. So I can't speak on this because I never used this, but it did it with the cakes. So I'm not sure how this does because it did it with the cakes. Now, looking at the cakes and looking at this, it's identical. So hopefully it won't. Whoever gets this will love it. But they're getting 4. 4 cakes. 4 skeins. And it's a lightweight number 3. It's 100 grams, 360 meters, which is probably about 397 yards. It's beautiful. And the sparkle is beautiful. And then I decided to throw this in there because it's not alpaca, but it's Angora. Angora design. So someone will be getting 4 of these. Lord, I take that up with packaging tape. And look at all of the fuzzy on that. So this is a 2 weight 20% Angora, 20% wool, 60% acrylic, 100 grams, 550 meters. So that's probably about 580 something yards per cake. Now, I love those colors now. Beautiful. And I think it would be good to hold it with another yarn and work with it, or it would be beautiful worked up in a scarf, a cowl. Yep. But it's fuzzy. But that's that Angora and that wool. It's got a lot of halo to it. So one person is getting that. You know, my yarn has to speak to me. And this, if y'all go back and watch my videos, you'll see that ice yarn sitting on that shelf that was over there. And it never spoke to me. So I will let it speak to someone else. If I'm not going to use something, I know a lot of people refer to people who have a lot of yarn as hoarders. I'm not a hoarder. If I'm not going to end up, if I have yarn and I don't, yes, sweet tea, all that I just showed is in the giveaway. If I don't have, if I don't have that vibe about it, you know, it's one thing to see it online, and then once you get it, it changes. So I'm not going to sit here and hoard it and hold on to it. I will give it to somebody else and hope that they enjoy it. I don't know if I showed this last time, but this is the yarn that you will receive along with the pattern for Z's Cool Cozy. And this is the Elena sock yarn. It's a little bitty cake, but one cake will make one of these. And I have some left over up there that I could make one for a little, a smaller bottle, or I could end up making a coffee mug cozy. And this is the other one. And this is the one that I used here. So, but one person will get one of these along with some other stuff and a copy of the pattern. And I will have those in bags. And I have your pattern in a sheet protector, a heavy duty sheet protector. I ran out of my pattern. Sweet Tea, I think you got one of those pattern keepers that I found on Amazon. I need to order some more. And I used to give those in my giveaways, and you never knew you was getting them. And you just take a dry erase marker, put your pattern inside, and you can mark it as you go. And that way, if you working on a lot of rows, a pattern that has a lot of rows or changes, and you need to get up and take a break, you can mark on there that this was the last row you did. That way you always know where you're left from, and you always have a clean pattern. So I ordered some heavy duty sheet protectors, and I put all the patterns in those for y'all. I can't show y'all everything that y'all getting now. I don't think I showed this either, but I'm including this in there too. And it is 2468. Be 12 of those. in there. And this is ice yarn. Now, I like this yarn. I did make something with the other 4. I'm not finished with it yet, but I am working on something with it. I love how it works up. It is a little rough, but it's not rough like where you wouldn't want to work with it. It's chain spun. I don't know if y'all be able to see that. There we go. See, it's chain spun. And it is called Fireworks. It is 40% wool and 60% acrylic. And it's in pinks and blues and yellows, and I can't tell if that's a purple or like a navy blue. But it's pretty, and I love how it works up. That's showing true to color. But it's awesome. So someone's going to get 12 of those. And whoever wins, if you actually are a content creator, just show what you make in a video with the yarn that you get from me. That's all I ask. And of course, there's a whole bunch of other goodies that's going along with it. Yeah, it reminds you of tie-dye. It took you to the right. I ordered the sheet protectors from Amazon, Dana. I'll send you some because I ordered a big box of them. Don't order none. I will send you some. Yeah, that yarn has a beautiful halo. I also have it in some autumn colors in here somewhere. But it's in it. I have this in some autumn colors. I said I was going to actually take a couple of them and make a shawl out of it. But I want to find another yarn, a 2-weight yarn to try to match it and hold them together. Crystal, the giveaway for all this that I showed is over with. The winners have been picked. I've just got to, when I was doing the video, because I transferred all the calls from the office to my cell phone because I've been working from home, I was getting a lot of calls as I was doing the video. So in pausing it wasn't going to work because I was on the phone longer than the pause would allow. So I've got to put all those videos together. So, but I'm going to be doing another one. So just make sure you're subscribed and you got the bell on so you'll be notified. Because I was cleaning up my back room last week before last. And I've got yarn in there too. Underneath the bed I got some of those cloth clear under the bed storage things that zip all the way around that I got on clearance at Walmart for $1.50. They full of yarn too. I got some Red Heart Dreamy. Never worked with that yarn. I love how it feels, and it's got a lot of halo to it too. But I don't think it has wool or anything in it. I don't know if I'm gonna make anything with it or not. When I was back there playing around with it and stuff, it just didn't talk to me. Brother Joe, you're gonna have to wait and see. Did you win? Not finna tell who won on here. Lord. But yeah, it's been so, just like Dana, I know you use a lot of crochet thread making your earrings and stuff, which, let me show you. I love to support our fellow small businesses through the crochet community. And Dana talked about Parlez-vous crochet and did a craft hour, which she does in the morning times, and was working on the earrings. I got my kit in, Dana, and I also got a coffee mug. And inside the kit, she sends you everything you need to get started on making crochet earrings. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 pair of earrings. She sends you all of she sends like embroidery floss. Or you could use the size 10 crochet thread. If you have some and you don't like the colors that she sends in her kit, but I love it. It's a blue, a turquoise, and a gold. And then this purple. They don't have color, they have numbers. And then this purple looking color. And I've actually made one. I've done just one. I have got to finish making some more. But wait, that's not all you get in the kit now. You get 2 of each color. Of this is turquoise. It's coming out blue, but it's turquoise. And you get 4 sets of earrings. Now they're thin, and you have to be careful with them because they bend easy, but they're nice. She also sends you a size B 2.25 clover crochet hook in the kit. And we all know what the price of clover is. Trying to get it to focus. I also got some tea. I've already drank that. I drank that when I was sick. And I got this beautiful pen. And I think something else was in here. Oh, yeah. Sends you a needle, too. That says Yarn, Glorious Yarn. And I got the coffee mug just so I could get free shipping. And plus, Sis Dana's always showing her coffee mug on her lives. And you get the needle. You get all of that in this kit, and I think it was like $20-something. Good starter kit if you want to learn how to crochet earrings. But what I was going to say, Dana, is I have a lot of crochet threads. So if you would like some of that, I will be glad to send you some because I know you make these earrings all the time. So I even have the artistic crochet thread that is acrylic. I remember you saying something about that. Yeah, this kit is amazing, and it comes in a little box like this, and she had it wrapped in tissue paper with her little sticker on the top of it. And it comes with this little card. It's called the Crochet Earring Do-It-Yourself Kit. Your essential starter box to learn how to crochet hoop earrings. Your kit includes crochet thread size 10, which is the embroider floss, 4 earring hoops, which is enough to make 4 sets of earrings. You will get a size 2 or 2.25 crochet hook, and I got the 2.25. The tapestry needle and a thank you gift, which is the tea and the pen. And it has the pattern inside this little, which I'm not going to show you, but I'll show you this. Inside this little kit. So I've got to make my other one. I actually put that one on when I crocheted, and I said, oh, I don't normally do big earrings, but I actually like those. I got to find me some smaller hoops. Some bigger than this, though, because that wouldn't actually look right with a crochet like that. Yeah. Yeah, Dana, I'll send you some of that. It comes from Hobby Lobby, the artistic yarn. That's 100% acrylic. I bought it thinking it was cotton. And when I got home and started working with it, I'm like, oh my God, this is not cotton. What is this? And I looked and it was acrylic. I probably didn't have my glasses with me that day. And I was just going by feel. But I'll send you some of that too. Now I got crochet thread in all colors. Pink, turquoise, black, white. I think I got some orange, some red. But yeah, I'll send you some of that too. And you can make some earrings with it. All right, Sarah, thank you for coming by. Enjoyed you and look forward to you coming back. I'll be back on next Tuesday at 7 o'clock. So, and what I want to start doing, and I'm going to start this at the end of February, my videos that I upload, I will pick a video at the end of every month, kind of like what Miss Billy the Crafty Floridian does, based on views, comments, or likes. Whichever one has the most, I will pick that video and I will pick a winner for that month and send them a box of goodies. Yeah. I wish I could make, which I have made some, but I didn't really like how they turned out. I wish I could make some good stitch markers so I could put them in giveaways. That ain't even the one I was trying to get off. Made this one. It's okay. It says yarn on it. It's just hard for me to see the putting this stuff together. Trying to get my husband to start doing them when he's home. And then this one says Crojo. Oh, that would be good, Crystal. To make your own crochet hooks. Well, Dana, we critique ourselves a lot. We're our worst enemy. And then I made some like this that has the alphabet for whatever size needle that you was working on the project. Then you can just put that stitch marker on there. And it says life is good on it. I diddled in it, but it ain't it's not my cup of tea. So they hang over here and make my pen holder cute. I did make my daughters that crochet a couple. They loved them. Of course they are. I'm their mama, right? All it takes is a diddle. Right. I'm trying to get him involved in stuff, and I tell him all the time, there's other things you can do in the craft community without crocheting. I'm trying to get him there. I'm going to eventually get him there. And I love this little bitty knit hat. It came in one of the knit crates. And it is so cute. I don't know if somebody handmade this or this was made on a machine. Looks like it was made on a machine. But it is just adorable. I like sentimental stuff like this, y'all. I keep little stuff like this. I had it sitting on one of my pens in my pen holder that I made. And see, those are some stitch markers that I did make. But they're too long. Except for those. They're fine. But the other ones, they're too long and too heavy. Not knowing what I was doing. So I used that Burnett Homemaker yarn to make it. And look, I just found another Annie's Hook and Needle Kit Club down here that ain't never been cracked open. Y'all, I'm bad, I tell you. And this is their 100% cotton. But it's not the kind I got the first time. Now, this feels like mercerized cotton. Let's see, does it say? That is mercerized cotton because it's looks to be chain spun. If my memory serves me correct, one of these does say mercerized on it and the rest of them don't. Because when I felt it, I said, ooh. Yep, this one says mercerized cotton. You can see the mercerized right there. Hidden. Fresh green. But you can't find this on their website nowhere. It's a little bit softer than that mercerized cotton that you get from Lion Brand. And this is Strong Water. And this is Coral, which is beautiful. And those three together are very beautiful. And it's for the Japanese garden placemats. I opened it. I felt the yarn. I read about the yarn. And it's over here in the drawer. Hid. I might start giving some of these away to somebody that will make the pattern, right? That might be what I do for the winter for every month. That would be good, wouldn't it? Right, I love getting stuff. I love getting stuff that other people make, which honestly, I don't get Happy Mail. But that's fine. I don't have to. But stuff that my grandbabies make me, I still have it. Stuff that my kids made when they was in school, I still have that. Crochet, not crochet, I know I put the pictures on Instagram of that ottoman cover that my daughter and I made together in the pillows. Right, random fun giveaways, Dana. That's what it's all about. Making them fun. It's not about doing it because you just like you feel like you obligated to, because you're not, but doing it because you want to give back to the people that support you. Now, I've gotten several hooks. I told you I like to support our family. Welcome in Miss Rose, Krause by the Rose, Miss Tina. I ordered some hooks from Noni at Noni Mae's Way. Ordered some of Brother Joe's hooks And I ordered 2 hooks from Brenda, the newbie crocheter. And I have them close by somewhere. Oh Lord, now I'm missing a crochet needle bag. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. It's up there. I'm gonna turn my camera up a little bit where y'all can't see. No, I'm not. I'm gonna turn it down. I tell you what, I'm gonna turn y'all. I ain't gonna do y'all like that. It is what it is, Lord. It is what it is, Brother Joe. I ain't ashamed. I'm not ashamed. I am who I am. I am who God made me. Show you what I got these in. It's a little tubular and it just screws down. Dollar Tree. Now I know what hooks is what too now. And see, I bet this is my size 7 hook that I couldn't find. And I knew I had got. I was working on something. I was working on Veronica's Still the Crochet and Shelf. Cowl that she made with the Echo yarn. I can't stand it. Got some of it just to do that cowl with, and I cannot stand that yarn. But that's my 7. And that's them hooks from Hobby Lobby. I like them. They're good hooks and they're cheap. But let's see. I like I'm missing one. It might be in another kit. Might be in a project that I'm working on. This is one of Brother Joe's hooks that he made me. This is another one. This is one. Oops. And this is one. And they all have my favorite color in them of purple. So those are the hooks that I got from Brother Joe with Triple C and Triple C and the Joe Show. Dana's husband. Those are his. And these are the ones that I got from Noni May. And this has sparkle in it. And that one. And this one. And I love how the hook color matches the color of the handle. And this one. And it's got the knobs out in it. Now, I'm not a knife holder, which would work good for someone who is a knife holder. I'm a pencil holder. So it takes me a little while to get used to this with the little knobs in it. But I do crochet with them. You can never have enough crochet hooks. I got Susan Bates hooks. I got bamboo hooks. The Line brand bamboo hooks. Which they work good with some yarn, but not all yarn. I think I need to dip them because they snag. So you need one of those hooks in your life, Jay? Yeah, several of them are J's. You can never have enough J hooks. Let's see, this one is a J. And I don't think I ordered it. Yeah, I did. And this one is a J. So y'all email Sis Dana, and Brother Joe will hook you up. Won't he, Dana? Brother Joe, you still in here lurking? Yeah, purple, and see, they all fit in there. And then this just screws right down. You have to play around with it sometime. Like that hook got behind it. There we go. And it just screws right down on there. And it keeps them safe. And it won't come apart. If you pull hard enough, it will. Yes, Lord, Joe, I'm trying to get you some hook orders, buddy. That's what we do. We help each other out. Y'all, I am fixing to get off of here. Again, I have enjoyed this wonderful live with all of my family. Because Dana and Joe is getting ready to come on. So, Dana, you come on at 10, right? Everybody can go over there and do a butterfly raid. I'll swarm in like the butterflies do. You cutting up bell peppers and onion for chili. Ooh, Joe, that sounds good. And then it's cold, too. You make it spicy or you make it hot? Regular. Knitting needles, I can knit a little bit, but knitting is not my thing. It takes me too long to finish something. I knit one hat. And it turned out really good, but I knit like I crochet. Good night, Miss Lynn. Thank you for coming. I will see y'all again next Tuesday. Dana and Joe is getting ready to come on at 10, so let's make sure we go over and visit them. Dana, you're a moderator. If you are, drop your link so people can go on over. I'm making it regular. I got a bad gall platter. Hey, I woke up last night in with some serious heartburn indigestion. I didn't know what was going on. It was so bad. It felt like I was fixing to vomit. I got up. I ate one Pepsi and drank some milk. That didn't help. Good night, Sherry. Thank you for coming. And look forward to seeing you next week. I go live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Then I went back and got another Pepsi, chewed it, didn't help. And I said, Lord, something's got to give. I went in there in the cabinet and got that Mylanta and chugged some. And that's the only thing that gave me relief. And that hit me about 2-something in the morning. And I sleep with my head elevated. So I don't know what. I don't know what was wrong, but I don't want to have that no more. Dana, can you drop your link? Okay, everybody, there's Dana's link that she has put into the chat. Let's click on her link and go over to their live and show them some love and support. And I promise you, theirs is a lot more fun and exciting than mine is. But hey, I'm just getting started. So I'm trying to come up with some things that we can do here on my channel that will make it a lot more fun and exciting. So y'all stick around because it's going to get better. I'm learning from the best, which is Dana and Joe. That's my sister and my brother, and I love them to death like I love each and every one of y'all. All right, guys, y'all have a good night. Thank y'all so very much for everyone that has came by, whether you was lurking, whether you was chatting, whether you just stopped by to say hey. Thank y'all so very much. And for all of those that missed it, that watched the replay, thank y'all so very much. I really do appreciate it. Y'all have a good night. God bless each and every one of y'all. And I will see y'all here in a little bit. I'm coming over to Dana and Joe's. I'm going to finish that video and get it up so everybody can see who won. And they're, like I said, depending on how many people won that's outside the United States. Woo, 45 thumbs up. That's good. I don't know how many I had last week. I ain't even checked. But there may be more winners chosen. And I will do another giveaway soon. So y'all stay tuned. I will talk to y'all again later. I'll see y'all in Dana and Joe's. Good night, everyone. And I love each and every one of y'all so much. Bye-bye.